I'm going to make a video about checking the transmission fluid, transmission oil level on my wife's Jeep Renegade. And I've been watching some YouTube videos and I'm seeing some conflicting information that I need to figure out. The fill plug on the side of the transmission, according to the first YouTube video I saw, determines the level of the oil in the transmission. So if you fill it so that it starts running out the fill plug, then that's the right level. The problem is there's no dipstick on a Jeep Renegade 9-speed transmission. And I don't even know how to describe this. You cannot buy a dipstick, an aftermarket, you cannot buy a Chrysler dipstick for that transmission. The dealership will not sell it to you. I called them and they told me it was for Chrysler technicians only. It's a little tool that you can stick in the hole on the side of the transmission, and somehow it measures the level of the transmission fluid. You can buy an aftermarket one, which is what I did. It was $13.85 from Amazon, and I haven't used it yet, but the dealer service manager told me the aftermarket ones are very, very inaccurate. He didn't just say very inaccurate, he said very, very inaccurate. And I am having trouble believing him. So I need to figure this out. We're going on a trip tomorrow to Washington, D.C. with the car. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Christmas Day. We're going on Sunday the 26th. Sorry, I had to look at my calendar. Tomorrow is Saturday, Christmas Day. I've been off a couple of days, so I'm a little confused. Tomorrow is Saturday, Christmas Day. We are going on Sunday the 26th to Washington, D.C. in the Jeep Renegade. And it's a little squirrely and it's shifting, according to my wife. So I want to check the level of the fluid. Now I don't know whether to just fill it to the bottom of the fill hole or use the dipstick. And I'm going to be making a video about this, but I thought I would share a couple of my thoughts at the beginning here and see if we can figure this out together. All right, hope you're having a good day. I'll be back shortly with the Jeep on the lift, and we'll go from there. Bye. I've been doing a little more thinking while I've been driving, and I did a little research. The video that I watched most recently said that you have to use the Mopar 8 and 9 speed transmission fluid for your Jeep Renegade transmission. We have a 2016 Renegade, and it's a 9-speed transmission. I just looked it up on eBay, and that stuff is $33 a quart. And let me see. The capacity of the transmission is 6.3 quarts, and I can buy 6 quarts for $130. Wow. Now I don't know whether I dare to use the AutoZone automatic transmission fluid that I bought the other day or not. I was gonna put some of that in there if it was a little low, but I don't know what I should do. I suppose if it was just low and you were going to change it sometime soon, you could add a little bit of that and get by on a trip. And then when you got home, drain it all out and put in the Mopar. But jeepers, $129.99. Free shipping though for 6 quarts. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. But now that I'm driving along and thinking a little more, I remember watching one of the videos and he measured what he drained out of his transmission. How much oil. And it was only 2.8 quarts. Which means that when you drain the transmission oil out of your Jeep Renegade, you're not going to get it all. Approximately half of it is stored up in the transmission's parts and reservoirs and stuff somewhere. So you don't need 6 quarts. You need 3. If I'm right, if draining the transmission results in 2.8 quarts coming out, then that's what you can put back in. You can't change all the oil at once. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how they flush a transmission. Maybe that's a different process altogether. I don't know. Ooh, rough road. So, hopefully the dipstick came today and I can check the oil level tomorrow in the transmission on Christmas Day and have it ready to go for our trip on Sunday the 26th. I will keep you posted. Hope you're having a good day. Bye. Well, good news. My Chrysler transmission dipstick has arrived. They delivered it in one day, which means that I can tomorrow, Christmas Day, check the transmission fluid level in the car before we take off on our 400-mile trip to Washington, D.C. The Chrysler Jeep service manager told me that aftermarket ones are very, very inaccurate. And I don't know how that could be. Let me open this up here. I wonder how that could be, because the thing is steel and the measurements are in millimeters. Okay, I'm going to move the tripod. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Are you okay? And let's see if the measurements are correct on it. Yep. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and so on millimeter marks are right on the money. It looks like they're laser etched right into the steel, so this should give me an accurate level reading of the transmission. And it says on the back here that it's for 2015 to 2017 Jeep Renegade. Let the camera focus on that so you can see what I'm talking about. 2015 to, I can't tell if it's focused on that or not. And then there's a chart down here which tells you at a given temperature what the metric or the millimeter reading should be for level, for minimum, normal, and maximum. So if the temperature is run up to a normal operating temperature, which I suppose is what I should do, is drive the car and then put it on the lift and then measure the level. which is what they say to do in the instructions. Fluid temperature should be over 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Put the transaction in park, run it idle. Fluid temperature should be over 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove plug from check port and insert dipstick. Dipstick handle should sit on the surface of the transactional housing. Remove dipstick and keep in vertical position for accurate reading. See chart below for proper fluid levels. So that's straightforward enough. I'm going to keep this in my toolbox because I need these millimeter readings here. So there you have it. Tomorrow, hello. Tomorrow, I'll be doing this and filming it. It looks like the video that I watched earlier, where the drain plug was on the side of the transmission, is not the same as my transmission. Mine has the drain plug at an angle on the housing, on the transactional housing. And I have a picture of it that I'm going to put right here, right now, so you can see it. It's a picture I took of my screen. Hopefully it'll come out, but there's a guy with his finger pointing at the access port, check port they call it, fluid level check port. So you're going to need one of these, and I'll use it tomorrow and I will report back. So I'm out for now. Well, hello. It's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. I'm in the Jeep Renegade, got it idling. I'm going to take it around the block and get it warmed up so I can check the transmission fluid level before our trip tomorrow. I don't feel very good. I got a COVID shot about, what day is it? About 24 hours ago, and I could lay down and take a nap right now. My arm hurts, but we're going to DC tomorrow and I've got to power through this. So let's go for a little ride in the Jeep. This thing has 108,000 miles on it, 107,915. Have I got my phone? Let's see. Yep, I do. Okay. We'll go around the block. That was gross. Sorry. We'll go around the block and get this thing warmed up. It's raining here on Christmas Day and it is 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Oops. Seatbelt dingy. That's annoying. Hold on. Gonna have to flip you around and get the seatbelt over my hand. There we go. All right. The average mile per gallon is 23.8, and my wife reports that it's normally 28.5. So I wonder if that means something about the transmission. Slipping, maybe. Not gripping. I do not know. It's in 7th gear right now with this transmission. You can flip it to the left and change gears manually. And also, if you flip it to the left, it'll tell you what gear you're in. It won't shift, but it'll tell you what gear you're in. I'm in 8th right now. going 50 miles an hour. Last time I drove this, I fiddled around with it a little bit, and it almost never shifted into 9th gear. I was on the thruway, in fact, New York State Thruway, going 65 miles an hour, and it insisted on being in 8th gear. So if that means something, I don't know what it means. And maybe you do, and you can tell me in the comments. That'd be really neat to know. So let's see. Oh, the coolant temperature is almost up to half. Let's see if I get any heat out of the blower. Won't make too much noise in the background. So I'll drive this 6 or 7 miles, maybe 8. My wife got me some fun Christmas presents. She got me a 3/8 drive clicking torque wrench. It was on my Amazon wish list, of course, and she picked some things from my Amazon wish list, and that was one of them. The other thing she got me was a air conditioning gauge and hose set, so I can hook up hoses to the high and low side of air conditioning on a car and see what's going on in there. That was also on my Amazon wish list, which she greatly appreciated, and now so do I. That was kind of neat. I have a torque wrench, 1/2-inch drive, that was my dad's. It's got a, how would you describe it? A bendable shaft on it, so that it bends at a predictable rate, and the needle near the handle points to how many foot-pounds of torque you're applying. And I'm going to turn again here. That's good for big and beefy torques, but the clickable 3/8 goes down to 10 or 20 foot-pounds. I don't know what it goes up to, 70 or 80? I can't remember. I looked at it briefly while I was sitting in the chair in the living room, having just unwrapped it. It comes in a neat little plastic case, which I'm going to keep it in, and keep it in one of the drawers of my toolboxes. I have a Matco that I bought used, and a bunch of Craftsman toolboxes. So I'm not a high professional when it comes to expensive toolboxes. I don't have any, except the Matco, which I bought for $300, which I think was a good deal when I got it. Maybe I'll show you pictures of these things. Yeah, I feel some heat on my feet. I've got a laser pointer, not a laser pointer, duh. A laser temperature gauge. Temperature sensor? Temperature thermometer? Anyway, you put a laser dot on something and it tells you what the temperature of that thing is. And I'm going to try seeing how hot the transmission is using that. It needs to be at least 122 degrees according to the chart to test the level of the fluid in the transmission. Apparently the fluid expands as it gets hot, and the hotter it is, the higher it's going to be on the dipstick. So I need to know the temperature, and I'm hoping my laser pointer will tell me. It's going to tell me the temperature of the case, the transmission housing. I don't know. I don't have a thermometer to stick down in there to tell what the temperature of it is. I wonder if there's a engine temperature. Of course, that's not going to tell me anything. Engine temperature in the menu here on this little Jeep. Fuel economy, vehicle info, coolant temperature 190 degrees. So it's almost 200 degrees inside the engine. Whoops. Sorry about that. Camera's got a sensitive wide and tight knob on the top. All right. I'll see you in a minute in the garage. Thanks. Well, I forgot that I had the lawnmower and the snowblower in here. Rats. I do not feel like messing around with these today. But it looks like I have no choice. Gotta get them out of the way. The lawnmower goes over there in the corner, but there's stuff I gotta move to get it over there, and I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna put it out in the rain for now. Sorry, lawnmower. You go outside. Snowblower goes next door to the garage. I might as well do that. Go for a little walk with it. Might as well. Choke. Prime. Start. I get points. I remembered the lug nut key out of the glove box. Door down. All right. This car is so short and so high that it hits the body when the arms hit the body when you lift it, which I don't like. It doesn't seem to do any permanent damage, but it's plastic down there. It bends it a little bit. Even when I have these pads unscrewed all the way. Okay, going up. All right, got to turn on the air compressor and make some noise. $18 millimeters it is. Don't fall. Alright, don't dare use the torque wrench to loosen this locking stud. I think I got yelled at once for doing that in a garage. So I got a breaker bar. Engage. Oh, it should be on the ground. Brake. There we go. Too soon. Took it off. All right, that's off. Wheel is off. Let's have a look. It's in there. I'm told it's a 5/16, probably a metric equivalent. Let's see what I've got. I've got this. Why do things rust? 5/16. All right, let me try it. I'm going to raise it up a little bit more. Doesn't feel like 5/16 to me. I'm going to switch to rubber gloves. I wish I knew the metric size. Well, 5/16 is too big. Whoever that guy was on the YouTube video, he's a liar. I'm going to switch to metric. Maybe 7mm. Oh, I was going to shoot the temperature of this transmission too. I forgot. Oh, 7mm is too big. I need a mirror. I'm assuming it's an Allen wrench from the video, but I could be wrong. There is my infrared thermometer. Of course, the battery's dead. You know, I walked by the battery section at Lowe's yesterday and said I should have some batteries in my shop. Did I buy any? No. It's a 9-volt. I have some 9 volts in my office. I will stick that in my pocket. So that idea is out the window. Let's try the mirror idea. See if we can see anything. Nope, can't see a thing. I need a mirror on a stick. Do I have a mirror on a stick? The answer is no, I do not. I have a convex mirror. I don't know if that would work any better. I can put it on a stick. Nope. That's not working either. All right. Let's try 5mm. If I could see a nearby drain plug or something. 5mm is too small. Of course, this set does not have a... Oh, wait a minute. It's in the wrong place. 6mm, right there. Yes. Yes, indeed. 6mm looks like it. All right. That step is taken care of. Now let's see if a little 3/8 ratchet will loosen it. How do you get it on there? I apologize that you can't see what I'm doing. I can't see what I'm doing either. All right, let's do it this way. All right, it's in. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Let's try it this way. Oh, no. No, I cannot. I watched a video where the guy said it's 5/16 and we've already got it loose, so I'm just going to use an Allen wrench. Oh, I don't already have it loose. I'm going to try a breaker bar. I don't know what else to do next except put a breaker bar on there. Where is it? I lost it. Oh, there it is. Try it over this way. Right, turn it 90 degrees, try it again. Oh, I think I got it. Okay, it's in there. Now let's try lefty loosey. Here we go. Ah, there we go. Got it. There's the plug. 6 millimeters, in case you're wondering, is the right size. Now it's time for this. Let's see if I can get it in there. Yes. Goes in, it's sitting on the case, the head of it. Now I pull it out and try to read it. Looks like water in there. Can't be water. It can't be clear oil. Can it? Looks like 22 millimeters of clear liquid. It's definitely got something on it. A little bit of brown. Sorry, the light's bad in here. So I got this wiped down. I admit that because this is black, it's hard to tell what color fluid was on there, but on my glove it just looked clear, and on the rag it looked, I don't know where it is now, it just looked a little bit brownish. I'm going to put it back in. If I can find it again. There it is. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Maybe the light would help me. Got the top of it hung up on something. There we go. All right. Top of it is all the way down against the case. Pulling it out, extracting it, now it shows 15. As it cools off, I imagine it's going to change. What does that chart say? Where did I put it? The first time I checked it was at the minimum, 21 minimum. 26 is normal. What did I say it was? Of course I can't remember. I said 20, right around 25, 24, 25. You know what? I'm not going to mess with it. I don't understand how a vehicle with 107,000 miles can have a clear oil in it, unless it's driven really carefully its whole life, or it's got something funky going on in there. I don't know how you get water in a transmission. And then the level would be high too. That's stupid. Oh, I'm going to put it back together. I'm going to drive it tomorrow. I'm going to hope for the best. There's a lot of things I don't understand. And that is one of them. Putting some ratchet tension on it. Good enough. Six millimeters, don't forget. Don't let me forget. All right, tire back on. Putting this back in the car so my wife can find it next time she has her car serviced. Oh, what did we learn? I don't know what we learned. I'm tempted to put this video up and have you provide me some wisdom in the comments. I measured the level in the transmission. The first time I measured it, it was right on the money. Second time I measured it, it was a little low. And it wasn't dark brown like I was expecting. It was more like water. Sure would be interesting to get your hands on a bottle of Mopar automatic transmission fluid and see what it's like, whether it's clear and runny, liquidy. It must be. My wife's a very careful driver. Maybe she hasn't done anything bad to the transmission and it's just humming along perfectly. Let's go with that. We're going to drive it 400 miles tomorrow and then 400 miles back on Thursday. Nope, Wednesday. Got to go to work on Thursday. Well, hello there. I'm in the garage with my wife's 2016 Jeep Renegade. We just got back from our 800-mile round-trip journey to DC, back to Western New York, and the car is working great. It shifted fine. It even shifted into ninth gear a couple of times, going between 65 and 70 miles an hour downhill with the wind at our back. And I noticed it dropped down to ninth gear, which is kind of unusual for these vehicles, I understand. But I went through all that for really no purpose. The transmission fluid level is fine. There are no symptoms that I really needed to pay attention to. Maybe I should say that differently. We thought there were some symptoms, but they really were just imaginary. The fuel mileage issue wasn't an issue at all. My wife had read the fuel mileage average on a trip odometer, and it was a little lower than the fuel mileage average on the main screen of the car's display, which is 28.5 miles per gallon. So I know a lot more about how to check the transmission fluid level on a Jeep, and I hope you do too. I hope you can learn from my experiences underneath the vehicle, and I hope it was helpful for you somehow. Anyway, that's it. Mark the Main Meathead is out.